Shalom. And I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakak, Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and your few Aquath as well that's listening with sincerity. Alright, today, just coming back at you to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and I'm just going to make a lesson on how the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. Okay? Hey, so without further ado, man, I'm just going to jump straight into it with 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Just like it says it, man. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Because we know according to the scriptures that what? Reincarnation is indeed biblical, man. And many scriptures prove that. Okay? And I'm kind of going to touch into that with the lesson here, mainly focusing on how the prophets, they come back and they're a lot. If you're a prophet back then, you're going to come back to your lot, just like the scriptures say, man. Okay, let's read on. Verse 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. He's not an author in confusion, man. Okay? So if you ordained you to be a prophet, you're going to be a prophet from all the lives that you come back. You're not going to come back as a nigga, Or you might be a nigga for a period of time, but in the world. And then once you get called in again, you're going to come back to what? You being a prophet. Okay? Because let's read this. Let's get Jeremiah 1. Just to prove that what? Reincarnation is indeed biblical. And predestination is indeed biblical as well. You see? This is Jeremiah 1 and verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. The Lord ordained Jeremiah a prophet to the nations. And the spirit world, before he came out from the womb, man. That means Jeremiah was in the spirit when the Lord told him, yo, you're going to be a prophet, man. I'm going to send you down in the earth, and you're going to do my work. Asalaki, you're going to do my work. You're going to do my will. You see, he ordained them to be a prophet. Matter of fact, let's see that word ordained. Okay, what it says. It says to give, put, set, to give, bestow, grant, permit, ascribe, employ. Ooh, to employ. You see? The Lord employed Jeremiah to be a prophet. He set him up. Okay? And when the Lord sets something up, man, nobody can change that, man. If the Lord ordained you a prophet, you're going to be a prophet forever how long he wants you to be a prophet. Okay? You're going to be a prophet, man. Your spirit is going to come back to that same thing. That's why at certain times, brothers have certain gifts, right? You see? Those gifts throughout generation, when you come back in reincarnation, it's still with you. That's why certain brothers are good at it, Probably certain brothers a good speaker, a good reader, because, hey, he's been doing that back then. Because he was a prophet back then. And it's the same thing here, man. We're all coming back again, man. You see? If we're not so, how come in Revelation, matter of fact, let's read this. Revelation 10 and verse 11. And he said unto me, the angel said unto John, okay? Matter of fact, let's read it up a bit. Verse 10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth, sweet as honey. And as soon as I'd eaten it, my belly was bitter. Because we know this word, right? There's a sweet side and there's a bitter side. The sweet side, the kingdom, this, that, the third, We're going to have spiritual power. We're going to live forever. You're an Israelite. You see, you're the princess of the power. That's all the sweet. And the bitter comes what? When you catch tribulation, okay? When you have to do the work, wonder how it was in hedges and get scorned at, okay? And get spit at, whatever it may be, man. That's the bitter part. The bitter part of how, Esau's going to go into slavery. Certain Jakes, they can receive that because they have fucking Stockholm syndrome. You see? That's why John ate up. He ate up the scriptures, the book. You see, that's why, if I'm not mistaken, Ezekiel, the Most High said, eat up the whole roll and go prophesy unto the children of Israel. You see? The same thing we have to do here. But the point being in this is what? Verse 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. The angel told John he has to prophesy again. And we know that what? John received the book of Revelations, okay? the revelations, you could say, what, in the island of Patmos, when he got sentenced to life, okay? And he died at the island of Patmos. How is he gonna be able to prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues and kings? How? By coming back again, man. Coming back to his lot. Being what? A prophet. So that must mean what? John is back here again, doing the same thing, prophesying, man. You see? That's why he says the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, man. Okay? And the Lord said the same thing unto Daniel too. Well, the angel said the same thing unto Daniel. An angel said that unto Daniel too as well. Right here, I'm going to read it. This is Daniel 12 and verse 13. But go thou thy way till the end be. Oh, till the end be. Ooh, are we not at the end right now, man? So that must mean what? Daniel's back here. He's gonna go into it, man. It says what? For thou shalt rest, okay, and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. He's gonna stand in his lot. What's Daniel's lot, man? Being a prophet. You see? That's why he said the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, man. Okay, for thou shalt rest. What's resting? Going back into the spirit world. When you go into the spirit world, you're at rest. When you die, you're at rest. Go read Job 2. Is it? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Job 2 or 3. You know where Job's talking about the spirit world, man. Everybody, they're at rest. Rich, poor, whoever you are, you're at rest there. That's where Daniel was at. And then what? The Lord's gonna bring him back in the last days to stand in his lot. What's his lot? To prophesy, to be a prophet. So that must mean that what? Daniel's back here again, because we know we're at the end times, man. This prophecy is being fulfilled. You see? Let's get furthermore proof that the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, man. Let's read this in 2nd Esdras, okay? This is 2nd Esdras 16. Yep, right here, and verse 17. Okay? Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Okay? Esdras, okay, the scribe, what, he was receiving prophecies, man. Okay, the book of 2nd Esdras 16 is going into prophecies about the missiles, the famines, the tribulations, so on and so forth. The scribe Esdras was receiving that. Okay, and as he was receiving it, he was getting scared. He was scared, man. He was scared shitless, you know, in lack of better words, man. That's why he said this here, woe is me, who's going to deliver me in those days? And why did he say, who's going to deliver me in those days? Esdras, when he wrote this, right, it was back in like what, 400 BC, okay, during the time of Babylon / Persian Empire, okay. Esdras died back then, man. So this prophecy wasn't fulfilled back then. How come he said, who's going to deliver me in those days, man? Because he's going to be back here again. Okay, because Esdras is here as we speak. Okay, because he said, who's going to deliver me in those days? That means he has to be there too, right? That only makes sense. Okay? Proving that, again, the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. Because 2nd Esdras has a lot of prophecies within it, man. Esdras is a prophet. And if I'm not mistaken, Habakkuk said the same thing too. Roughly paraphrase, oh, woe is me, who's going to deliver me, right? You see? Showing you that what? The prophets, they come back into their lot. Reincarnation is biblical. Okay? If you're a wicked nigga back then, you're going to be wicked in this point of time here. And if you're righteous back then, you're going to be righteous here too as well. Right? Give me a second. I was thinking of a precept. Yeah, Salaka. Yeah, if you did wickedness back then, you're gonna do wickedness here again, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's get this. This is Salak. Ephesians. Is it 1? If I'm not mistaken, Ephesians 1. Yep, and verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. Okay, the Most High hath chosen his prophets. He chose his 144,000, his governing body, from the foundation of the world, man. All right? And those 144 are being sealed right now. Okay? That we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushua to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Okay? We were chosen from the foundation. Abaratasa will be of that number. We were chosen from the foundation of the world to do what we're doing right now. Of course, in every lifetime that we come back here, we're gonna do the same thing. There might be, a certain period of time that you're in the world, doing nigga shit, this, that, the third, but eventually the Lord's gonna call you to do your work, to do what you're ordained to do. You see? That's how it works, man. That's how the Lord works. All right. But the point I wanted to bring in this lesson was what? The spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, and I brought up multiple scriptures to back that up. John, Daniel, okay, Ezra's, all right, Habakkuk. Oh, matter of fact, how did I forget about this one? Let's get Job. Let's get Job, man. This one, ooh. How did I forget about this precept right here? Let's get this. This is Job 19. Okay. Ooh, look at this right here. It says, Job says, my Redeemer lives. Salakia, let me get to the point. This is Job. Yeah, Job 19 and verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth. This is Job speaking, all right? For I know, Job, as we know, Job, the book of Job has a lot of prophecies inside, man. Okay? Job 5 and 6 troubles, no plague shall touch thee, and then 7 you shall be delivered. That's a prophecy right there, man. What's that 7? When the nuclear missiles come, man. Okay? So Job was indeed a prophet too. He was a prophet. He was prophesying. The book of Job has a lot of prophecies within it. Okay? The Most High set bounds for Esau that he cannot pass. That's a prophecy right there, man. Okay? Just examples I can think off my head, but you brothers know. All right? So let's read on. Job 19 and verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Okay? That we know that what? At the latter, Salakia. That he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth is what? When Yahushua comes back, cracks the clouds, Salakia, cracks the clouds with the hosts of heaven, okay, coming to deliver his elect, okay? Verse 26, and though after my skin worms destroy this body, what body? This flesh that we in, man. Job was in the flesh. Was he not catching hell in the flesh? Okay, so though worms destroy this body, okay, and we know that according to the scriptures, Ecclesiastes 12, right? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 7. Okay, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai who gave it. So when you die, okay, your flesh, okay, the dust, it goes back into the earth. As when you dig, okay, especially if it's like a fertile ground, when you dig, you're gonna see a lot of worms, man. Worms are gonna come out, man. Okay. And especially in springtime, I don't know, at times I'll be observing birds, In springtime, when it rains a lot, birds come and they eat the worms from the ground, At times I'll be watching it from my backyard, Especially in spring, I'll see a lot of birds come at my backyard and they start eating the worms, all right? And don't you get buried when you die? Okay, doesn't your body go 6 feet under? So 6 feet under is full of worms. Hey, multiple. I'm thinking like certain movies, when they were like, I don't know, I can't think any movie in my head, but when they would go and dig up certain bodies, I don't know, like, what movie can I think of? There's nothing coming to that, but I'm gonna try to describe it as best as I can. But let's say this movie or whatever, they dig up this body, this, that, the third. When they dig it up and then they uncover the coffin, at times you will see worms coming out the eye sockets, so on and so forth, right? Just proving that what? When Job said, right? Let's go back to that Job. He said what? And though after my skin worms destroy this body, right? When he dies, his dust returns back into the earth. You get buried 6 feet under, right? Your body deteriorates, right? Worms come and eat, your body, okay? I'm pretty sure your brothers have seen videos of this, okay? Reading on, yet in my flesh shall I see Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. He said, yet in his flesh he's gonna see the Most High, man. If his flesh already got decayed, okay, worms destroy his body, and that lifetime, How is he gonna yet see the Most High in his flesh? That means he has to come back, man. Okay? Reincarnation. Okay? He has to come back. See, prophecy, man. Job was prophesying right there about himself. You see? Proves that Job is a prophet. He said, what? Yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High. Okay? Whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. He said whom he's going to see for himself. Job himself is going to see how Shai crack the clouds, man. He's saying this word for word. Okay? You have to be spiritual to see this, man. You know, simple as, you know, person could just read this. Nah, it's not talking about that. Because that person's not spiritual. If you're spiritual, you can understand this. This is going to click within your mind. And, you know, and then the hamster is going to start running. Okay? Proving that, hey, the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets again, man. Job said, hey, he's going to see his Redeemer again and his flesh. Even though his worms are going to destroy this body, he's going to see him. He's going to see how we shine, man. Okay, so the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, man. All right. Hey, so with that, man, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakakodash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.